Hello and welcome to the first episode of the 2016 Bloghall. We're just 2 weeks away from the first championship at Paisley, so we're going to bring you up to speed with what the band's been up to over the winter. Many of you will be aware that the Grade 1 band is now under the direction of Pipe Major Ross Harvey, and on top of this we're pleased to announce that the People's Ford sponsorship has been renewed for a further year. So we'll just quickly catch up with Ross, Gordon and Brian Gilda.
Okay, we're here today to mark the further year's sponsorship with People's Ford. I'm joined with Brian Gilda and Gordon Brown, and we'd just like to make a formal handover with myself coming in as Pipe Major, and just to mark another year of the sponsorship.
Well, indeed, we're delighted to be here again. For various different reasons, not least of which because my association with the band goes back for such a long time. And Gordon was showing me on his mobile an event where we all went to Hamburg, and I was carrying the flag at that particular moment in time. And as I said, I think we're still looking for some of the members to return from that event. But I'm delighted to help, and I'm delighted to participate. My associations with Les Lothian and Bathgate in particular go back to 1983, and with the band, and with all the good work that you guys do, both in the playing part of it, but also the bringing through in the community with the young kids and all the rest of it. And I spent a little bit of time over in South Africa, and the name of Bloghall and Bathgate is known wherever you go, but particularly for that. So therefore you have such a great community spirit, and we're delighted to be involved, and hopefully it'll be for longer than the 1 year as well. So the intention is to be with you as best we can for as long as we can. So that's where we're coming from. How do you see things going for the season, and new members, etc.? What's happening?
Yeah, I mean, things have been really positive so far. We've a couple of the drummers came through from the juvenile system, and the same with the pipe work. A couple of guys that have been practicing over the winter, hoping to compete this season. And we just had a contest on Saturday, the Lothian Borders branch indoor contest, so gave us a chance to a target really to aim for, and we managed to play our new medley that was just his first outing on Saturday. So quite pleased.
Yeah.
Had to tweak it slightly since then because we're a little bit close to the upper limit of the time restraints. But apart from that, yeah, it's been going quite well.
Yeah, I feel as if I've got a new lease of life. Like Ross coming in. So we've been working with each other since, medley material and other tunes since the actual the final Worlds. So we had a lot of stuff in place at the time everybody came back to the band in September, October. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Really enjoying it. Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be motivated with the amount of time and energy you put in for your own working life and in the band's life and all that. And I'm quite sure there are quite a lot of little issues that come up from the members of your band from time to time, which would give you a bit of stress. And I bring you good wishes from Jim Farley, who's the president of Ford of Europe, because he came in and we very graciously put a mini band together, and we played through in Edinburgh, and we loved it. And I was talking to him in Detroit the other day, and he said, "How's the band doing?" I said, "Well, they're just about to go into another season, so you've got another great supporter." So you might not be quiet. I thought about it, but he doesn't do people very much for the band.
That's great.
Good. Well done.
Last season was my first season as the pipe major of the novice juvenile band, and I'm absolutely delighted with how the kids performed throughout the season. It was actually the first season competing at major championships, and managed to cap it off with 5th place at the Worlds, which obviously we're absolutely delighted with. This year the novice juvenile grade has been split into two, novice juvenile A and novice juvenile B. We've been placed in novice juvenile A, which means we play a full MSR at major championships. So myself and Tom have picked 4-part tunes rather than just playing 2-parters. So the tunes are a lot harder than some of the other tunes we could have picked, but we thought it would be a good idea to keep the kids pushed on. The band have been working hard over the winter, and also thanks to the renewal of the sponsorship, it means we can invest in instruments, so a lot of the guys in the novice juvenile band are now playing a goatskin bag, which will tonally benefit the band. 2 weeks ago we played at the Lothian and Borders and Door contest, so it was great to get a run out under pressure before the season, and next weekend we're at Dunbar for a final run out before the first championship. As well as the Grade 1 band being under a new pipe major, so is our juvenile band, so I'm going to pass over to Jonathan Simpson, who will update you on what the juvenile band has been working on over the last few months.
Yes, very much looking forward to the season. It's been a long but productive winter. We've had a lot of help from the Grade 1 band members who have helped to blend in new members from the novice juvenile band and other bands in the area as well, so very much looking forward to the season. I think if the kids continue their dedication that they've shown already, then there's certainly the potential there to be close to the top of the grade, but there's a lot of other quality bands that will be doing it for a few seasons. So, well, obviously my dad is the pipe major of George Watson's, one of the most successful bands in the grade, and it's going to be something different competing against them as well as alongside them in Grade 1. But he's offered some friendly advice, and so far, and I think it might be a first in the grade to have two pipe majors who are father and son competing against each other. So it's just adds a little extra to the grade this year.
Well, the appointment as pipe major came about, first of all, in 2010 I was appointed pipe sergeant, and since then I suppose Ross has really been grooming me for the role, and I knew at some point it was going to happen, but he told me about August 2014 that it was going to happen, so I had a bit of time then to get my head round starting putting some tunes together and just thinking about the transition. And obviously I've worked with Gordon in the past a lot, and we had the chance at the end of the 2015 season to put a new medley together, which meant when we came back after a small break from the end of the season after the Ingliston competition, that we were hitting the ground running with the medley put together, which was useful. And yeah, I suppose Ross, in terms of setup, tuning wise, beat selection, input on tunes and harmonies, a lot of that was passed on to me since 2010, so I really appreciate Ross kind of easing me into the role, probably more than I realised initially. So that's been quite smooth so far, and I suppose it's the main difference is that before, when I was maybe taking the odd practice, if Ross wasn't there, I was trying to fill in for him in terms of tempo and trying to imitate what he would do as much as possible, whereas now it's just taking a bit of time to find my feet, so that I'm doing things my way, which is slowly but surely getting there.
It's been a really smooth transition. Ross and I have worked together on different medleys when Ross Walker's actually asked us to work on bits and pieces and stuff like that. It's been an absolute blast working with Ross, just working on the new selection, and like he mentioned there, we had the medley. The main parts of the medley all finished for the guys coming back after the break at the end of the season. We've changed a few wee bits. From a drumming point of view, a couple of new drummers coming in. We've got a couple of guys promoted from the juvenile band. These guys just basically walked in because they've been practicing with us the last couple of years. Another couple of guys in. It's just been, like I said, it's been a lot of hard work over the winter. We've chalked up quite a few extra practices. And the band's not been off very much during holidays and that as well. But it's been, I've got a new lease of life for this. It's been an absolute great time for me, just working away with new material and working with Ross.
To touch on how big a difference the sponsorship makes to the running of the band, first of all, with the kids bands, it's a huge difference in terms of being able to get I suppose being able to purchase wreaths and bags and drum heads and all these things that we would normally do and probably be a bit more considerate about the cost implications. There's just a bit more wriggle room there, which takes a bit of pressure off, which is a real bonus, and obviously that has an impact going through the organisation in terms of hall lets and in particular reads. It's an area that we spend a good bit of cash on, so to have that is less of a burden is certainly a massive help.
Thanks for watching the first episode of the 2016 season. We hope to keep you updated as the season progresses, but in the meantime, please make sure you like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter, and we'll see you at Paisley.